Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 4 with Episode 14, Sons of Mogh, and Episode 15, Bar Association. I'm assuming that one episode is going to be a Worf episode, Son of Mogh, because Mogh is Worf's father, I'm like 99% sure. And then Episode 15, Bar Association, assuming that is a Ferengi episode, because Bar Association Quark. Maybe it's a Morn episode though as well, I don't know, because Morn runs the bar sometimes, but I think that it's a Quark episode, a Ferengi episode. I have been in love with Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 4 so far, and the last 2 episodes that I watched on the channel were phenomenal. Crossfire and Return to Grace were awesome, especially Crossfire. It felt like I was getting stabbed in the heart 1,000 times, so I'm hoping that I don't feel like that for these next 2 episodes, but I'm hoping for some great episodes nonetheless. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, head to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV features that come up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon live streams, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive on into episode 14 now. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, episode 14 of season 4, Sons of Mogh. Oh my days. This must be training. Go on, Dax, come on. She can really hold her own. Oh no.
However, I find using a large and intimidating weapon like the bat'leth often leads to overconfidence.
Oh, interesting.
My outfit.
I thought that...
Oh my days, Worf.
You thought that I wore this for you. Talk about overconfident.
Oh my days, Worf.
But in my own defense, you do try your own tactics of distraction.
Hold on.
Shouting and growling you do.
Hold on, Dak.
Intoxicated Klingon here who's demanding to see you.
I'm on my way. Computer exit.
Why are things getting a little steamy and spicy between these two all of a sudden?
None of us Kurtz is going to hurt you.
Kern!
He's so disappointed.
The Sons of Mogh reunited for one last time.
It's nice to see Kern again. I saw him in a TNG episode, I'm pretty sure.
What? Yes, brother. I want you to kill me.
What? What an interesting premise of the episode. Worf needs to kill his brother because his brother wants him to be killed? What? He wants to die? That's interesting. I wonder if Worf will do it for honor or if he'll have second thoughts. You know what I mean? Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Now I'm excited for this episode. We got a spicy Dax-Worf potential relationship blossoming all of a sudden. Maybe it's just because they were sweaty and hot from all the training, but who knows? There was something steamy in that hollow suite. And then also what I'm excited for is to show you Huxley. My puppy is right here. She's fast asleep on the bed. I don't know if you can see her or not, but she is right here. She is very excited for Star Trek Deep Space Nine today. Tony Todd as Kern. He was in this season already in The Visitor.
Soft, comfortable, just like the rest of these quarters.
He sounds like Tony Todd.
End of a once proud house. Perhaps you've heard of it. It was called the House of Mogh.
I know what has happened.
Yeah, because of the flippin' Klingon attacks.
I regret that by opposing Gowron I have brought disgrace to our family.
I forgot about that.
Noble act. How selfless.
I will not debate this with you, Kern. What is done is done.
Yeah, it's over. You have to live with it.
We were feared by our enemies, respected by our friends. It was even said that if Gowron died, the leadership of the council might be passed to someone from the House of Mogh.
Wow, really?
Our ships, our land, our seat on the council, everything.
So the house is nothing at all.
Did you have to endure the humiliation of being ejected from the High Council in front of the Emperor himself?
They do the turnaround thing?
And I have nothing, not even my honor. But you can get that back to me.
If he dies?
I am asking you, but Mogh Tovar is an honorable death. Too much to ask for my brother.
Oh, this is so interesting.
Action tour of the Bajoran colonies along the Cardassian border. This is the Federation runabout Yukon.
Why is Kira sleeping like that?
Yes, what?
Sorry, Major. It's just we're almost home.
Oh, thanks.
She looks a little stressed.
Oh, I am so hungry. We could even eat Quark's food.
Let's not get crazy.
You're talking crazy things here.
Some kind of high-energy discharge.
Elevated tachyon readings, subspace, shockwaves. Looks like a cloaked ship exploded.
A cloaked ship? A Klingon ship?
Any signs of... Wait a minute. I'm picking up another tachyon surge. The ship's decloaking directly ahead of us.
Oh no. Oh no, it is a Klingon ship.
You have been given a warning according to interstellar agreements. You will not receive another.
They've locked the disruptors onto us, Major.
No, something bad must have happened or something like that.
Keep scanning the coordinates of that explosion. There's a lot more going on out here than just military exercises.
That's what I'm thinking, Kira.
He came in here, ordered some Klingon incense, and nearly threw me across the bar when I tried to give him some replicated incense.
Yeah, he must be not in the right state of mind at the moment.
Why? Is there something special about a Donji? That does it. I'm gonna stop talking to the customers.
You have been wronged in this life. There is nothing left here for you.
He's going through with it. He's gonna kill the brother.
Bud and enter Stovokor.
Dax is gonna stop him.
He's Worf's brother.
Worf's brother? Oh my god. Dax to Worf.
She knows immediately.
Is he alone?
Negative. Captain Kern is with him.
Come on.
Morn! Frank Morn sighting! Best episode of all time, because Frank Morn's in it.
Speed you on your journey.
That's a sick looking blade. Oh my god, it happened. He got stabbed. I thought Dax was gonna stop it. Kern is dead. Kern is dead.
You'd better hope he lives, Commander. If not, you'll be charged with murder.
No. This is a Klingon thing. Don't get your hands in it.
Kern's going to make it.
No.
Julian said he'll be up on his feet by tomorrow morning.
Kern's double dishonor.
I realize my actions were in violation of Starfleet regulations, but...
Regulations? We're not talking about some obscure technicality.
You murdered a man.
Tavor ritual. It's part of Klingon belief that when...
At the moment, I don't give a damn about Klingon beliefs, rituals, or customs.
Yeah, a man was pretty much murdered.
There is a limit to how far I'll go to accommodate cultural diversity among my officers, and you've just reached it.
Oh, that's very fair.
There are definitely other possibilities for Kern. This will never happen again.
Okay, Dax understands.
Now, both of you, get out!
Okay, Cisco yelling is the best.
The larger question is, what are these Klingons up to?
Yeah, they're just kind of sneaking around.
Really close to Bajorn space.
And they're very touchy about it.
You think they're gonna try and attack Bajor?
Tell them that the ship is conducting military exercises according to interstellar agreements.
Understood.
Use their tactics against them.
Sir.
Don't say it, Chief. I've already got one officer defending Worf. I don't need two.
O'Brien, just go.
Wake him.
I'll be just outside if you need me.
Oh, this is gonna be a hard conversation.
I was looking forward to being in Stovokor. I was hoping to see Father there.
Aww.
It was Dax and Odo that prevented...
Did you fight them? Did you threaten to kill them both if they interfered?
No, he did not.
During the ritual, you were Klingon.
Oh my god, just for a moment. Worf is more Klingon than anyone.
If I caused you and your brother any further dishonor, I'm sorry.
You were following your conscience. That is an honorable motive.
Aww.
Well, in the short term, there's no reason why your brother can't stay here on the station.
If Kern is to remain on the station, he will need tasks to perform.
Make him a janitor or something.
Yes, but I doubt Kern would be interested in joining Starfleet.
Interesting. Okay, then what?
There's another security force on the station.
Odo's.
Very well. Have Kern report here tomorrow morning.
I am indebted to you.
Yes, you are.
Oh, wow. Maybe that'll come back one day.
And Mr. Worf, you'll find I'm a man who collects on his debts.
Oh, that's gonna come back one day, baby. I can't wait to see Kern in his new job.
It must be a clerical error. I apologize.
Open it.
Odo's like, yeah, he's doing a great job so far.
I'd say your brother's doing well, Commander. He's been on the job 6 hours. He's only killed 4 Bosliks so far.
He's only killed 4.
Well, thanks for the report, Commander. I'll give it my immediate attention.
Brother,
Kern,
I hate this uniform.
I hate this job.
I am a Bajoran security officer. The uniform is simply uncomfortable.
Oh, interesting.
I won't disgrace you.
I never doubted it.
Wait, do you think he's actually serious about this? That's pretty honorable in itself.
Same thing, Major. High concentrations of tachyons, subspace distortions.
What's going on in deep space?
I've never known Klingons to be this fastidious when it comes to respecting borders.
The Bajoran
Especially when they're
space.
cloaked. Something's wrong here.
Oh my days, there's another one. That is a full-on ship. That is a full-on ship.
This is IKS Stravana to USS Defiant.
We're fine.
We do not require assistance at this time. Do not approach us.
Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Yeah.
Something that blew a hole the size of a house in a Vorchak-class cruiser.
Yeah, what are they testing, weapons?
If you wish, we can tow you to Deep Space Nine.
Stand by. Defiant, your offer is accepted.
No way.
Need you in the infirmary, Commander. Your brother's been seriously injured.
On my way.
There's a lot going on in this part of the episode all of a sudden.
And then Kern let himself get shot.
Let himself.
He could have disarmed the Boslik without breaking a sweat, but he just stood there. The only thing that saved him was the man was so frightened his hand was shaking.
He'll be all right. Again.
Kern doesn't really want to be alive, I feel.
Kern's days as a security officer are over.
Oh my god, he's been fired.
I thought we had agreed that you would try to make...
Worf, don't want to talk anymore. It's not Klingon.
Wow. It's like Klingon depression.
Well, the radiation burns were the result of exposure to gamma rays. My guess is they were hit by a photon torpedo.
A torpedo?
Why were they firing on their own ships?
Order.
But torpedoes leave ion trails, and the Defiant didn't pick up any in the vicinity.
And the Dravana.
Ion-less torpedoes.
Mines. They hit a mine.
Oh my god, what?
So the mine that damaged the Nirvana must have malfunctioned or been set off prematurely.
If we're right, they're...
Or intentionally set off.
But if war comes, the Klingons would be able to cut off Deep Space Nine and the entire Bajoran system.
Wow.
We better get those coordinates.
The place to get them is docked at Upper Pylon 3 right now. The only question is, how?
Worf?
I have an idea.
Or Kern?
Secretly mining star systems is not the act of warriors. They behave like Romulan cowards.
I was about to say, they're acting like Romulans right now, scheming behind the scenes.
Do you agree with what has happened between the Empire and the Federation?
It is not my place to criticize.
Answer the question.
Yeah, use your own thoughts.
I oppose the decision to break the treaty.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Sooner or later, there will be war.
A war the Empire may lose.
I think they will lose the war against the Federation.
Not for my honor, and not for the Federation, but to prevent the Empire from being destroyed in a war they cannot win.
Wow, okay, Worf.
Let it be the sons of Mogh, side by side, saving our people. Do this with me.
That's actually a very convincing argument, and it made it seem like it was not just for Worf's own honor, but for the honor of the Empire, which is kind of true.
How? Uglier, that is. Joke.
I got it.
Wait, that's Worf? Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was Worf. I thought it was going to be Kern or something. I like that Kern said yes to Worf, though. I think Kern can be reasonable as well.
Security procedure the High Council instituted 3 months ago. False directories, files, entire databases of disinformation.
Interesting.
Not all of them. Yes.
Oh no. Oh, Zut.
I am Commander Soval, son of Batakra.
How long have you been aboard, Commander?
I will not be questioned.
I love Klingon conversations.
Perhaps I can help you with your investigation.
That will not be necessary. All we require...
Oh my days. Okay, Kern, I guess. He wasn't backing down.
He was going to kill you.
Wow, that was not honorable in itself. A little sneaky elbow knife?
I killed him. My dishonor was complete.
Kern?
Them off individually or all at once.
Thank you, Commander. Major?
We'll take care of it.
We have all the mines now, though. That's kind of cool. But scary that the Klingons are doing that.
Worf, I don't think you can tell someone's going to kill you by looking at them.
A Klingon can. It is an instinct.
And Worf maybe lost the instinct in the Federation.
For a long time, I've tried to walk the line between the Empire and the Federation. But the truth is, I cannot go back to the Empire.
Interesting.
But now I know that even if I did, I have no place there.
Maybe you do one day.
Is all I have.
Wow, that was a great shot.
I was able to do it once by telling myself it was an honorable Klingon ritual, but now I cannot help but think of it as humans do.
Interesting.
What if there was a way for you to kill your brother without killing him?
So you lied to like the universe, basically saying that he is dead, and then you go hide him somewhere and he can just live out his life?
System, we are preparing to destroy your minefield. I suggest you leave immediately. This is your only warning.
Wow, okay.
Ready, sir.
Send out the code.
Cool.
Still nothing, Major.
Well, we can't say we didn't.
Blow up one more.
Through 47 Gamma.
Aye, sir.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, you better run away. Oh, don't do it, Kern. Don't do it, Kern.
Suicide is considered a dishonorable death, Worf. Shouldn't a warrior have the right to decide when his time has come?
That's a way of thinking about it, actually.
Even if I got cast down into the underworld, at least I'd be with other Klingons.
Put down the disruptor.
You know what? My one regret is, Worf, that we weren't raised together.
What, really?
And a warrior should look to the future. And in the future, you should not be burdened by my dishonor.
Oh, no, he's crying.
But I do know this. In your own way, you are an honorable man.
Oh. Yeah, Kern is going through some Klingon depression right now.
But not as my brother.
Oh, what?
How long will the procedure take?
Oh my god, they're gonna fully alter him.
Changing his genetic coding combined with surgically altering his features will take at least another 5 hours.
Is it not scary that Bashir can just wipe his memory in an hour? Is that not terrifying?
He will be arriving in a few hours. He has agreed to provide Kern with a new identity and a new family.
Oh, this is hard for Worf.
But once I've erased his memory engrams, it'll be almost impossible to restore them. He won't remember you or anything about his real life.
Oh.
The plasma discharge damaged your hippocampus. You're suffering from a severe form of amnesia. I'm afraid you may...
It's just like a giant gaslighting session here.
You're part of the House of Mogh, a small but proud family. So don't worry.
Oh, he has a fully new life though.
Who are you? I am Worf.
Oh, this must be so hard.
Part of my family.
I have no family.
I have no family, man. Oh! No! Guys, I have so many goosebumps. I'm yawning. I don't mean to yawn right now. It's just a really bad time for a yawn, but that episode was so good. That episode was so good. And I feel so bad for Worf now. He actually has no family, but maybe DS9 can become his family. And I guess the people on the Enterprise are probably somewhat his family too, like Picard and, I don't know, Riker, stuff like that. But who knows, maybe DS9 can become more of a family to him. I feel like DS9 are better suited to be Worf's family. And that was my reaction to Sons of Mogh, episode 14 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And yeah, what a great episode. Again, it was a Worf episode, which was awesome, but Sons of Mogh, I should have guessed that Kern was going to show up in this episode, and it was so awesome to see Kern again. I don't really remember him too much from when I saw him on TNG, but I know I did watch him on TNG, so if you missed my reactions to whatever episodes he is in on TNG, I did watch them, or at least I watched a few of them, and so I am familiar with who Kern is, so you can go check those out on the channel if you would like. I have a whole TNG playlist. I know some of you guys on my DS9 reactions have asked me if I've watched TNG or TOS. I have playlists for both of those series, so go take a look. So I have seen Kern before, and so it was so interesting to see Kern, and it was interesting to see Kern have this kind of depression, you know what I mean? This kind of Klingon hopeless depression because he had no honor left in life, you know, because of Worf's actions, something I never even realized, I guess, but because of Worf's actions, the house of Mogh was demolished. And in my head, I kind of assumed that Worf would be the only one affected by it, but I guess that was a dumb thing to think. When someone is affected by something in Klingon culture, everyone in the family is affected by it. And so the house of Mogh gets demolished. The land was taken, the ships were taken, the titles stripped, the place on the High Council was gone. And so Kurn was kind of just left as this floating speck. You know what I mean? He was just nothing. He was nothing in Klingon culture. And so it was very interesting to see Kurn kind of go through that and talk to Worf about it. And it was interesting to see how Worf dealt with it as well. Obviously at the start, he actually does stab Kurn. I did not expect that, but he does stab Kurn in the heart, and then Kurn comes back to life. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? But then the way that Kurn tries to cope with it after dying the second time, how he's just kind of floating through life. He does that security job, but then he wants to die, so he lets himself get shot by the captain and stuff. It was just kind of really tragic to watch, because it was just kind of a man who had nothing. He had nothing left in life, and Worf could see that, and he felt like he had nothing left in life even towards his brother in a way, even though he said at the end, like, Kurn was like, in your own way, you're a very honorable man to Worf, which is a very sweet thing. Like, Worf is disgraced, and so by extension that means Kurn is disgraced, so he really does have nothing, right? And then, you know, Kurn had that phaser in his hand, and he was debating about shooting himself and talking about suicide and how it's a dishonorable death, but at least if he does it, he'll be with other Klingons. It was really, really tragic. And so I think Worf's thing at the end, the way that Worf wiped his, or I guess Bashir did it, but when Worf and Dax came up with the solution to wipe his memory and give him a fresh life, it was the right solution, because then Kurn can live on, and Worf can know that Kurn is living on and not have to kill his brother, because that would be murder, and Worf even says he thinks of it as murder. But it also must have been really hard for Worf to do, because that really is the last of his family. That is the last person that I don't know if there are other people of Mogh out there, like other, not necessarily sons of Mogh, but family of Mogh out there, extended family or otherwise. But in terms of immediate family, Kurn was the very last one, and so he's gone now, and he's alone, and Worf is actually alone. And just seeing that at the end when Kurn, well, not Kurn anymore, but the new person was just like, are you part of my family? And then Worf kind of stopped, and he was like, I have no family. Ugh. It gave me goosebumps. I was really sad. But yeah, this was a really, really good Worf episode as well. I mean, I just talked about Kurn for most of this, but I mean, Kurn in extension is Worf in a way, and Worf dealing with the struggles of riding the line between Klingon and Starfleet, and then finally coming to the realization, I think, that he is only Starfleet. Not necessarily, like, he can never go and live in the Klingon Empire, because he's just too different from them. And I think he's too different in a lot of good ways. He sees the bigger picture. Most Klingons are kind of blind, even Kurn to some extent, even though he kind of opened his eyes, helped Worf steal the mine plans and stuff like that. Kurn maybe is kind of blind, and blind I mean like they just kind of follow, even if they don't feel like something is necessarily right, they just follow anyways because they don't want to lose honor. But also at the same time, that's kind of dishonorable in a way. So Worf is almost more honorable than every Klingon out there. So it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Yeah, besides that, I mean, the mine stuff was really cool. I really like when the A plot and B plot come together at the end and become just one plot. I think that's really awesome. And so the mine thing was really interesting and also kind of scary. If the Klingons are doing this and setting up mines around Bajoran space or right outside of Bajoran space in these like sneaky Romulan-esque ways, I wonder what else they are doing out there, what else they are scheming. So it's kind of scary that they're willing to go this far, and you know, a war is definitely on the brink. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's get into the next episode now. Episode 15 of season 4, Bar Association. I don't really know what Bar Association is about, but in my live stream that I had, or not my live stream that I had today, but in my premiere that I had today, I premiered 2 episodes, the Little Green Men episode. Someone was saying that Bar Association is a fantastic episode. So, I mean, every episode of DS9 season 4 has been fantastic so far. I have no reason to doubt that. So let's get into it. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 15 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Bar Association.
I'll begin drawing up a schedule immediately. And while we're at it, We should recalibrate the targeting scanners and check the EPS relays.
You know what, let's just tune up the whole ship.
But it is my duty to keep her functioning at peak proficiency.
Mr. Worf, you're in love.
With a ship, yeah. Wait, does Worf like Dax though a little bit?
As usual.
Do you think Worf has like a sneaky little thing for Dax? Like just a little crush or something?
I feel silly.
I like...
What is going on? Are they Romans or something?
What you call this holosuite program of yours again?
The Battle of Clontarf. You, me, and 1,000 stalwart Irish warriors.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The Vikings. It's like the Battle of Britain, only with swords.
I love that they just do random things together. Why is he so grumpy right now?
I know exactly how you feel.
Morn! Frank Morn!
It's not like they're a bunch of hedonistic, holosuite-obsessed drunkards to begin with.
Oh. Rom, are you okay? Look, Frank's talking way too much. That's why his ears are hurting.
Your ear? Again? Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh.
Go wait on table 7.
Rom, you look terrible. I think you...
Rom, you need to go get some sleep.
You're gonna have more time off than you know what to do with. The same goes for you here.
Yes, brother.
Oh no!
Aren't you gonna do something?
Of course I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna dock his pay.
Oh my days. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Da, 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 da. I am excited for this episode. It's maybe a Quark episode. I think more maybe a Quark Rom episode, a buddy cop kind of deal, but not like a buddy cop episode. But you know, they're two buddies, they're two brothers.
Oh, this is one stubborn infection.
Oh, he's infected.
How long have you had it?
I bet they have the craziest ear infections.
You could have died. Another 48 hours and you would have been bidding for a new life at the Divine Treasury.
Oh my god.
I couldn't. I was busy.
Yeah,
Sure, your brother could have spared you for half an hour.
It would have been a viation of
Jeffrey Combs.
Vision will result in severe fines and possible dismissal. It's a standard provision in all Ferengi labor contracts.
That sounds so bad.
Sounds to me like you need a better contract.
There's no such thing. All Ferengi labor contracts are the same.
Oh, really?
It'll have to be before the bar opens.
What you people need is a union.
Oh my god. A bar association.
Ferengi workers don't want to stop the exploitation. We want to find a way to become the exploiters.
Suit yourself.
Okay, but let's do a union anyways. LeVar Burton directs this episode. That's how you know it's going to be good.
Really? Who's the lucky female?
No female. Just me.
Oh, Rom.
Sorry enough to do something about it?
I don't think Julian would approve.
All right, everyone.
Rob's desperate.
The only thing this Bajoran cleansing ritual has cleansed is my profit margin. So,
at least Morn is still here.
Everyone's salary gets cut by 1/3.
What? No.
All right, everyone, let's get back to work. I want this place cleaned up and the lights off in 10 minutes.
This isn't right. You can't just cut people's salary.
Look at Frank. He's just going.
The business matters to me.
But once the cleansing ritual is over, you'll restore everyone's salary.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
There. I've reconsidered it. My decision stands. You're my employee, and employees have no right to question the management's decisions.
Interesting.
The only thing I regret is not being an only child.
Oh my days, Quark. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. I know you like Rom. What the heck are you doing?
Isn't this your tooth sharpener?
Is this guy stealing from Worf's place? Oh, you do not want to steal from Worf. Wrong person there.
Which was allowed to occur in the first place.
Unfortunately, these things happen.
They did not happen on the Enterprise.
Yeah, Enterprise is a different breed.
Control of the Enterprise using 2 salvaged Klingon birds of prey. Stardate for...
Keep reading it, Odo. Keep reading it.
A scientist committed numerous acts of theft against the crew of the Enterprise. Shall I continue?
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
I understand. It is just that I find it irritating.
So do I.
I would be irritated too.
You're just going to have to get used to it.
Or put a better lock on your door, Worf. I don't know. Invest in a lock?
Unpopular with the staff. But I'm not going to do that today.
You're not.
There's actually about to be a union here.
We're going to fight back in the only way we can. We're going to form
Say it.
We're going to form a union.
Oh my days. All the Ferengis are like, no. No, he said the U word.
You've just destroyed the lives of every Ferengi in this room. When the FCA finds out we've even been talking of it.
They can't even say it. It's forbidden.
FCA liquidators will probably haunt us for the rest of our lives. But I say, if they're gonna come after us, let's give them a good reason.
Okay.
Ferengi and non-Ferengi alike knows that the way Quark treats us is unfair.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd like to take a paid vacation?
You're being ridiculous.
Answer the question.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but would you like to do it?
He seizes it?
That's right! And I, for one, intend to grab it.
Okay, okay.
Dignity and our profits.
Yes!
Strike a blow.
Love how into it she is.
Are you with me?
Union! Union! Union!
Okay, union. That's so fun.
Eyes and mouth on it and pretend I've got two heads, or you take it off.
I'll get you some paint.
Julian, get it off me.
All right.
They're having such a great relationship, man.
Rom, I was speaking theoretically.
And I've put your theory into practice. All of Quark's employees have joined.
Oh my god, let's go.
Who do you think led the Pennsylvania coal miners during the anthracite strike of 1902?
The union.
John Aloysius O'Brien.
Oh my god.
11 months those mines were closed. They didn't open again until all the miners' demands were met.
O'Brien's family is pretty famous. He has like a king, and he has this union man.
Just like Sean O'Brien.
Exactly. He had the biggest funeral in all of western Pennsylvania.
Funeral?
That's not a good thing.
Out of the Allegheny River a week before the strike ended.
That's not a good thing.
It worked like a charm.
Until the next time it breaks down.
That's the problem when you combine Cardassian, Bajor, and Federation technology.
Yeah, they don't all work together. Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about it. Have you any idea how bored I used to get sitting in the transporter room waiting for something to break down?
You want stuff to break.
This station needs me. Oh, do me a favor. Hand me down the coil spanner.
It's probably so fun for an engineer. You just wake up and you just have a whole landscape of problems. Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine walking in and seeing that?
And we're here to present our demands.
The Guild of Restaurant and Casino Employees.
What a name.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like a union.
Forbidden word.
This is no joke.
Yes, it is. And the fact that you don't know that it is what makes it so funny.
Yeah, Quark's never going to agree to that.
Before I fire the lot of you.
You can't fire us.
Why not?
Because as of right now, we're all on strike.
Oh, they were ready for that. Oh, he's actually like, this maybe isn't actually a joke.
Not patronizing Quarks.
Brom's voice holds out.
I hope our Latinum holds out.
Yeah, they're giving away their money to hopefully get more later.
Seems to be an opening at the Dabo table, or perhaps I might interest you in some time in the hall.
Oh my god. He has holographic Quarks.
I need you to get those traitors away from my front door.
No, they're peaceful striking. It's fine.
They belong in a holding cell.
But I agree with you. In my opinion, if you need one to get what you want, it's not worth getting.
Good.
Okay, so Odo's actually going to help Quark here?
But I have strict orders from Captain Sisko not to impinge on your employees' freedom of expression.
Oh, interesting. Sisko's like, hehehehe.
With their sense of ethics, definitely on the side of labor. Pass.
I say this one's an enter.
Lucky guess.
I love this game that they're playing.
Pass. He barely set foot in there when there wasn't a strike.
Why is he going in?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Sir, if I could explain...
Mr. Worf, do I look like I'm ready for an explanation?
Poor Worf has been yelled at by Sisko the past 2 episodes.
Done a bit of shoving.
According to Odo, Dr. Bashir was shoved over a table.
Now that was an accident.
Yeah, it's just a little shove, that's it.
Can we leave now?
I'll tell Constable Odo to let you go. In the morning.
In the morning.
Even talking with strikers would be a violation of the most sacred precepts of Ferengi culture.
Interesting.
Much about Ferengi culture, but I do know who holds the lease on your bar.
The Federation.
God. Yeah, the Federation do.
Let's see. 5 years of back rent, plus
power
consumption.
Plus interest.
That's right.
I'll talk to my brother.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
Labor.
Cisco knows how to talk to Rom here. Or to Quark, sorry.
It's the amount of latinum I'm willing to transfer into your private account if you'll just end this strike.
Bribery.
All right, strips.
It wouldn't matter if it were bars. I'm not going to end a strike.
What did you ask then?
We're nothing but an employer and employee. You said so yourself.
Yeah, Quark, you do treat Rom pretty bad.
Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
What's happened to you?
Rom's evolving and Quark isn't. That's the only explanation here.
Ah. It's about time you got back.
Oh no.
Brunt.
No, not Brunt.
How do you propose to do that?
By any means necessary.
Oh no. By extreme violence. By picking up Rom's body from a river with 32 bullets inside of it.
Rule of Acquisition 263. Never allow doubt to tarnish your lust for latinum.
Ah yes, I should have remembered that rule.
Did you take it?
No, I didn't take it. Don't you see what that means?
Should have taken it and then said no.
And we'll get everything we want.
Oh no. Guys, run. Guys, run.
It's not my fault! They made me do it! It was all his idea!
Okay, you're a loser.
Small children would bet on where you would land, and your spattered remains would be sold as feed mulch for greenworms.
Oh my god.
The FCA understands that living on this station has corrupted you. You've been tempted.
What, because of a woman with clothes on?
Your financial accounts on Ferenginar will be confiscated, your families will be fined, and your trading permits revoked.
Families fined.
Destitution. Am I understood? Good.
The non-Ferengi in there are like, yeah, whatever. Like, we don't really care.
Question is, where do we belong? On our knees? Like Frule?
Yeah, Frule is a fool, man.
Oh, like Sean O'Brien.
Yeah.
Brunt wouldn't have intimidated him, and he won't intimidate me.
Okay, Rob.
Son Ferenginar.
If your accounts on Ferenginar were worth anything, you wouldn't be working as a waiter.
Wow, burn. Wow, Frule is just a nobody now. What a loser head.
It wasn't much of a brawl, really. I grabbed you, you shoved me, and Julian was tossed over a table.
Yeah, but there's something about this station I find unsettling.
You'll get you.
Because nothing's perfect, maybe. There's no order.
I'm going to move my quarters to the Defiant.
You're going to live on the Defiant?
Yeah, I've already discussed it with Captain.
Yeah, he's in love with the Defiant, though, so that makes sense.
But you'll be living out there all by yourself.
I know.
Ah, perfect for him, man.
I didn't think so.
Well, you surprised a lot of people, including me.
I'm very nervous.
He's a lucky man.
And almost as brave as you are.
Aw, she's really nice. I'd like to see her relationship with Julian a little bit more. But I'm nervous that someone's gonna attack Rom now.
The FCA's involved now, and those Nausicans working for Brunt aren't just for show.
I'm not gonna let Brunt intimidate.
No, he's worried about you.
And I don't want you to get hurt.
You never cared what happened to me before.
Oh my god.
What you were trying to do was make yourself feel important. Making me feel dumb made you feel smart.
Yes, Rob.
Brunt decides to get rid of you.
He will.
I won't be able to stop him.
Oh my days.
If Brunt gets rid of me, then all your problems are solved.
Yeah, you get your wish. You get to be an only child.
Most Nausicaan games do. Speaking of pain.
What is going on in the background?
Now I can see that we are going to have to make an example of someone.
Oh no.
I don't want my brother hurt.
I wasn't thinking of him. Attack the leader of a movement you risk creating.
Is he thinking the woman?
Must be someone unexpected. Someone he cares about.
The woman.
Like that Dabo girl.
No, man.
Else, does Rom care about?
Oh no.
Boy.
Oh no, Quark, run.
Isn't it?
Brett can go and just fly off into space if he wants. He can just go. Oh my god, Quark, are you okay?
I'm not done gloating.
Don't you get it? This was a message for you.
It's not gonna work.
Rom's not backing down.
You're not?
Of course not. I'm in enough trouble with the FCA as it is.
Can't press charges against the government.
You're just afraid of the FCA.
Of course I'm afraid of the FCA. They crushed my eye socket.
Yeah.
We're both gonna find ourselves tossed out of the nearest airlock. You have to dissolve the union.
Seems like the FCA is pretty tyrannical.
At least officially.
Oh, okay.
Make it look like I've won, and I'll give you everything you want.
Really? You're not lying?
All you have to do is make up one of your fake business ledgers for the FCA. They'll never know the difference.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Quark.
Dies here, today. And that's my final offer.
Okay, you have to take that. You have to take that. You get everything you want.
I thought about getting you a plant, but somehow it didn't seem right.
A wise decision.
Yeah, it was like, I would have eaten the plant.
It's a collection of my favorite Klingon operas.
Aww.
And play them as loud as you like.
A thoughtful gift.
Oh, I bet the Defiant has some crazy speakers, you know.
I am not sure I agree.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to adapt.
Perhaps in the end, it'll be all of you that have to adapt to me.
You're gonna make everyone change for you and not the opposite?
They'll double order of Hasperat and hold the conversation.
No wonder I missed you.
No wonder I missed you. Ah, Frank Moore's back.
I'll have a large snail juice, please. Straight up.
You know there's no drinking on the job.
That's no way to talk to a customer.
Oh, he's on vacation today.
I've wiped my last table and mixed my last black.
Wait, what?
Starting today, I'm one of the station's diagnostic and repair technicians.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes, Rob, yes. I'm so proud of you.
If I keep working for you, all I have to look forward to is waiting for you to die so I can inherit the bar. Well, I don't want you to die.
Oh, that's so nice.
I deserve to have a life of my own now.
But without me looking after you,
I'll do fine.
I believe Rom is going to be a sick engineer, you know.
Only I'll be a paying customer. Now get me my snail juice. Brother.
Aww. Quark is still not that okay with it. But I am very okay with it. Is that it? Oh, that's the episode. Oh, that was such a good Rom episode. I like that Rom is getting his own episodes now, you know. Like, that was such a good Rom episode. And he's an engineer. He's an engineer, exactly what he needs to be. And I'm excited to see his development going forward. And that was my reaction to episode 15 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Bar Association. And yeah, what a fantastic episode. Again, it was a Rom episode, and I did not expect it. I was expecting a Quark episode or Quark Rom episode. I don't really think we've had like a full-on Rom episode before. Every time Rom has been like center or focused, Quark has also been in the center or focus. And Quark was decently focused, but this was definitely just a, or I guess mostly a Rom episode with a Worf subplot. And yeah, I'm just glad that Rom can get his own episodes now. I love the guy. He's becoming one of my favorite characters every time I see him. I did not really care for him that much in the first season of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Like, he was kind of funny. I don't know. He was kind of dumb, or portrayed as kind of dumb and stuff like that. He kind of just was like the comedic Ferengi, I guess, in the group. You know, I didn't really care about him, but now season 4, he has gone a long way, and he is now an engineer, or I guess what he said, a junior engineer in the night shift. You know what I mean? He's the lowest of lows, but he's there. He's starting out, and I think he's going to be incredible, and I'm really excited to see Rom progress as an engineer in the future, because the man can fix things. The man is very talented at fixing things and at being an engineer, and so I think in season 5, 6, and 7, I think we're going to see some great things coming out of Rom. I'm really glad he's left the bar, and I think it's also going to strengthen Quark and Rom's relationship, because Quark is kind of a very mean boss, and he's very mean to his brother as his boss. And so I think not having that boss-employee relationship with them as brothers is just going to help them overall just get along better with each other, even though Quark doesn't really think so. But yeah, it was kind of interesting seeing a union. The union is disbanded now at the end of this episode. I don't think there's a union again, but everyone got what they want, which is super interesting. The FCA was involved. I think that's what it was called. The FCA was involved for a bit. They seem very tyrannical. It seems like the Ferengi government is very mean. And I know they are upholding tradition and whatnot, but it seems like if you do something that they don't like, you die. Or you get beat up to the point of death. You know what I mean? And Quark was terrified of them. And when Quark was terrified of the FCA, I have a feeling that everyone should be terrified of the FCA. Just because, like, they have a lot of power. They could just go into DS9 and destroy Quark's face. And even if those guys get arrested, the FCA just brings someone else and then kill Quark again. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting to see how Ferengi government works and how just powerful it is and how kind of scared a lot of the Ferengi are. A lot of the Ferengi in the Union actually were also very terrified. Like, they were just terrified that the FCA would find out, their families would get hurt as well in all of this. But in the end, it all worked out. Everyone got what they want. I forget what her name is, but it's like Lolita or something like that. The girl that is the Double girl that is apparently like dating Julian Bashir at the moment, which is kind of awesome. Like, good for you, Bashir. But she was kind of fun in this episode. Nice to see her around. She was in like that Dax episode where Dax was talking to her past lives, and she was like randomly in this episode. It's like, who is this woman? We've only seen her once. Is she a main character? But she is back in this episode. She's working Dabo again, and you know what? She was fun in this episode. The Worf subplot as well was really interesting. It was just Worf not really comfortable with the station. You know, someone broke into his room, and it's understandable. He's used to a very clean Enterprise. Everything works on the Enterprise, and even though sometimes things get robbed or people get robbed on the Enterprise, it's not like a super common occurrence. So I think he's just not used to the disorder of everything, the shades of gray of everything. He's kind of had this conversation before, but this is in a little bit of a different style. At first it was like the people. He's not used to how to talk to people and how to handle situations, and now it's just about living and kind of growing into the environment, which is interesting. But he's living on the Defiant now, and that is going to be pretty cool. Maybe we'll get to see more of him living on the Defiant, but I think he'll enjoy that. He'll get to be alone. I know he wants to be alone a lot of the time. He had that conversation with Odo in an earlier episode about wanting to be alone. So I think moving to the Defiant is the right call at the moment. But I do hope he comes to terms with the station and he starts to feel comfortable on the station sooner rather than later. So yeah, that was the episode. That's my reactions to both episodes, Sons of Mogh and Bar Association. 2 more fantastic episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, Bar Association, Sons of Mogh, great episodes. Next episodes next week, you can check out on YouTube, episodes 16 and 17, Ascension and Rules of Engagement. But for any of you keeners out there, if you'd like to check out those episodes right now on Patreon, not only are episodes 16 and 17, Ascension and Rules of Engagement on Patreon, but 18 and 19, Hard Time and Shattered Mirror, and 20 and 21, The Muse and For the Cause, are all on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. Almost done season 4 on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. Almost done season 4. That will be a crazy finale. I'm hoping for a crazy finale anyways, but that's in a few more episodes time. For you guys on YouTube, that's in like a month and a half's time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.